So today we are featuring our Bethel House ministry. And I think this is one of the most important ministries of our church because it's a real gift to the city. Now we're standing in 324, and then next to us on my right is 318, and then next to that is the church. And so for the last 15 years, Bethel has been running what would be called, transitional housing for men who are coming out of prison or they're coming through addiction programs and they need a safe, clean place to work their recovery program. This ministry is really, I think, a very tangible, practical way that the church lives out its vision, which we talk about, responding to the heart of God. That's our own discipleship, but transforming the city, nation, and the world. So this is obviously the city part. This is where we can be the hands and feet of Jesus to the city. We work with Salvation Army, and we also work with Prison Fellowship to find really good candidates who really are serious about their program to come into these houses. Now, the reason we're standing in this house is because there has been an upgrade to this house, a new bathroom. So this house holds 5 guys, and for the longest time it was 5 guys in 1 bathroom. Now that could create war. So now it's 5 guys in 2 bathrooms.
So this used to be 2 large rooms. You came up the stairs, and on the left was a room at the north end on Johnson Street, and it was a good size, but you looked into the cupboard and there was a curtain. The curtain was there because it couldn't be blocked because the fire escape was in the south room. Thanks to the design of David Dempster, now we have 2 rooms and we have hallway and a new bathroom. It's secure, it's fire safe, and it looks great.
Dave, you were saying that this house has actually been closed since COVID started.
During COVID, we were using this house as an isolation area for the guys that did come in. They'd spend 14 days here before moving to the other house.
Right. Yeah.
And had we had a case of COVID where people had to isolate, they would have come here. So it was fortunate to have it for that purpose. At the same time, it was great to get that renovation done while we weren't causing issues for anybody having to move out.
Yeah. So one of the most important ministries of these houses is what we call a BSAP program. Dave, can you explain what BSAP stands for?
Sure. So BSAP is a Bethel Support and Accountability Partner. What it is really coming alongside your partner and acting as a friend / mentor / sounding board, whatever works for the 2 of you. Mm-hmm. And that's for things of everyday life, including the spiritual side.
As you've come alongside a number of men over the years, right? But what's a takeaway lesson learned from being a BSAP?
I guess the biggest thing is that being a BSAP is simply being yourself. You and the man you're coming alongside, they relate in the way that works for the 2 of you. If you're considering it, we'll provide a few hours of training. We'll talk about what a BSAP is and what they aren't, life in the houses, a little bit about current approaches to addictions, and some of the resources that are available in the city. Having said that, BSAP certainly is not on their own. Once a month, we get together on Zoom and just chat about, the BSAPs do, just what's going on. If we have a question, we can text each other or call. Really, if you're currently in a men's life group, you probably have the skills and the heart to be a BSAP. It's just whether you feel led to take it to the next level and become a BSAP.
Whether you're in a men's group, whether you're in a mixed group, or whether maybe you're new at Bethel and you really haven't got integrated yet and you're looking for a way to get involved and serve, this is a great way to serve. One of my takeaways on being a BSAP is I don't view it as me coming as the professional. I'm not. The person I meet with sometimes has a counselor, they have a sponsor. That's where they get their professional help. I'm there to ask more questions than give answers and be present for that gentleman as I develop a friendship and just am curious about that guy's life. And I just think the fact that we're with them in a coffee shop is a huge encouragement. And I think we want to note here too, it's a tremendous encouragement to ourselves. This is a two-way street.
Yep, absolutely.
And I learn a ton as I enter into their world, and then as they get to ask me questions as well. Dave, if there are men out there who are curious about how do I get involved with being a BSAP or find out more, what should they do?
What we would do is just have a chat with them, answer any questions they might have. They'd be welcome to attend one of the Zoom meetings and just get a sense of what the talk is, and certainly could even do the training and only decide at that time whether this is the right thing for them.
So just as we close, a biblical text that I think of, there's a lot of them that would apply to this kind of ministry, but it's in Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. It says, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. So, you know, we all carry burdens regardless of the house we live in, right? This is just a great way to bear each other's burdens. So check it out, and we'd love to chat.